Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It is your girl, Miss Honey, here with another video. Huh? You said what? Huh? I'm sorry, what? Oh, I know y'all didn't think I was finna let Michelle Obama come out here and show me up. Did y'all see that lot of body roller set that Michelle Obama had in her hair for the inauguration? Huh? Did you all see Michelle Obama? First of all, her and Barack was looking good. I'm talking about tasty. They was giving us strip. Okay, but I was like, okay, first of all, Michelle, I was doing Lotta Body roller set purple and red rollers back in 84. You think I'm finna let you show me up, sis? And come out here bouncing and behaving, sis? Okay, and I'm gonna sit here with old nasty braid down child and not go and get what I call her? What's the name of the lady that played on Scandal? What's her name? Her. Yeah, I went and got her. I said, come on out of here. Let's show Michelle what we working with. Listen, did y'all see Michelle? First of all, Michelle wore her a sleek pants, wool pantsuit on, y'all. Okay, and she had her man with her. This my man, this my husband. You know what I'm saying? This my husband. We together. The way that George W. Bush child was oozing all over her. He like to knock Barbara down, child, trying to get around there and hug Michelle's neck. You know he secretly go with her in his mind. I said he probably sit around all day long in some a wife beater and pajama bottoms. And the day he was like, Michelle gonna be there? You say Michelle RSVP? Oh, okay. Well, I'm definitely going. He didn't even get up and get a shower till this morning. That was his first time bathing in a long time. I could just tell. He just be so glad to see her and be so glad to be seen with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'd be like, take a picture with me. Take a picture of us. Take a picture of us, you know. It's so obvious. Like, it's so obvious. And Barack is so not threatened. Like, he is not even remotely, slightly, a little bit threatened. Why Bernie Sanders was sitting there looking so bitter? Is it me? Was he looking like Scrooge, a curmudgeon? Arms was all folded, and he was look like his wife sent him to the store for milk or something. Like, he didn't look like he came to a special occasion. Okay, shout out to everybody who loved my lipstick from my last video. It is Petty Betty by Juvia's Place. Petty Betty. And the liner is a NYX liner. Anyway, so yeah, I said to myself, now to me that's like a little bit of a snub. That's a little bit of a snub. When you come dressed with your kind of way, that's a snub. That is a snub. Right? Am I wrong? But you don't even bother. He didn't look like he combed his hair or brushed his teeth. Yeah, why you even come, Bernie? Now you better than this. You better than this. You better than this wool and this plaid. You better than this. All these browns. You better than this. But baby, when I tell you them Obamas came popping through with that texture and that tone, baby. Okay, did y'all see that wine color? Was it wine? Do we want to call it wine color? Was it burgundy, that pantsuit, baby? When I tell you. Okay. Ooh, she looked good. She looked good. Ooh, let me see if I can find her on here real quick. Y'all know she was trending. She was trending because she was wearing an old Lottie Body roller set. Now, y'all don't know nothing about Lottie Body, but Lottie Body is a setting lotion. Okay? You put your roller set on with Lottie Body. Okay? That's what you do. And then if you went back before we stopped using rollers altogether, you used to do your wrap with your rollers. Okay, first you will set your whole head in rollers and Lottie Body, right? And then you will comb the curls out and then bump them, and that'll just keep your bob real bouncing and behaving. That was in the bob period. And then you will have your old nasty roller set. Now I could tell that roller set was set on purple and red rollers. Now the red is your largest size roller, and that purple is one roller down. And then you got your peach, and then you got your cream, and then you got your blue. Your blue is your smallest roller. You know, that's a real tight roller set. That's what the little old ladies get their hair rolled on. So they rollers, they curls stay a long time. But I could tell that Michelle had a red and purple roller set. You know what I'm saying? That top part, she had rolled with the purple. And then around the bottom, she had it rolled with the red, you know, to keep it all bouncing and behaving. That's what, and I could tell by the way them curls was sitting there. That's a Lottie Body roller set. That right there is a Lottie Body roller set. Now, when we stopped using rollers, to set our wraps, we would set our wraps with Lottie Body mousse. Okay, you know, you comb that wet hair all the way around and make it tight to the head, and then put you on one of them barber's papers and tie it down tight and get up under that dry until that bob dry real good. They check the center. Make sure that center dry, and then you combed it down. Okay? You might have gave it a little bump here, a little bump there, but for the most part, there's your bob. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, every night before you went to bed, you just rewrapped your hair and tied it down. A lot of y'all don't know nothing about all that. Y'all ain't ready for all of that. So let's talk about Amanda Gorman, and then we're gonna go back to Michelle Obama and that roller set, baby. Because when I tell you, everybody is talking about Michelle Obama and how beautiful she looked. Beautiful, gorge. Let's talk about Amanda Gorman. The first ever youth poet laureate in the U.S. delivers a stirring rendition of her poem, The Hill We Climb, at Joe Biden's inauguration. First of all, the girl is 22. She a grown woman. Okay, she a grown A woman. I thought it was a little girl. I really did. Baby, when I tell you she went through there and read them down, and then that jewelry and the way she was doing her hands, her fingers, y'all. Look at her. Y'all know I can't play no audio.
The successors of a country in the time where a skinny black girl descended from slaves.
Oh, you see how she did descended? You see how she did descended? Let me turn this off for child, for they be trying to pull my channel. When she say descended. Oh, and she had that finger out like that. I said, oh, they taught her well. She really have practice. This is a 22-year-old woman. Yes, a 22-year-old woman, y'all. Yeah. So, Amanda Gorman, she's a grown woman. She a grown woman, saints. Can you see it? Let me get the ring light out of it. Lord, I can't show you nothing. Yeah, she a grown woman. Why is this ring light so offensive to me all of a sudden? Let me see here. Oh, now you trying to get brighter. You need to know your place, ring light. You don't get bright on me. I get bright on you. Yeah, it say here that she is a poet, an activist, and she a Harvard class of 20. So she done graduated from Harvard, y'all. I'm gonna follow her real quick. She a grown woman, y'all. This girl is a grown woman. And she done written, has written, look, she done written. You see how I get when I get when I get worked up about something. Just all in my slang, all in my ebonics. My first ever children's book, Change Sings, is now available for pre-order. Illustrated by Lauren Long of Barack Obama's Of Thee I Sing. A letter to my daughters. Okay, so you affiliated. Okay. Okay. This is her book. Change Sings. Ooh, let me go out here and pre-order it, y'all. I love Black excellence. Now that I look at her, she do seem like she a grown woman. But at the time, I don't know why I thought she was a child. This ain't no child. That's a grown woman. I'm proud of her. She did a beautiful job. I loved her hair. I love that bright golden honey color. Ooh, y'all know we love honey. No, my dear, that is not marigold. That is honey. Okay. Yeah, baby. She said she wrote that poem with the Capitol riots in mind. Girl, if you don't live your best life, if you don't do it. She 22 now. And she's the young, maybe that's why I thought, because she's the youngest inaugural poet. But yeah. So I thought that was really, really good. The thing about all the masks is that to me it made the Caucasians look like they was up to something. I felt like they was up to something. I just felt so distrustful of them. I was like, double check and see who behind them masks. I don't know. When them Biden kids walked in, I was like, you might have some imposters on your hands. They was looking kind of sinister in their masks. I don't know what it was, but to me, all the black people look cool. Is that racist? Is it prejudice? Is it bias? What is it? I'm just saying. Go back and look at a little snippet. You will see the Caucasians look real sinister. They all look like they up to something. And to me, all the black people look like they was being cool, like they was being stylish. What I wanted more than anything is for COVID to go away just for today. I really wanted to go away forever, but if I could have had them just let it go away for today, so that we could really rub into 45's face the millions upon millions of people that would have showed up out there today if we didn't have COVID. They would have showed up out there, baby, and it would have been so thick and so strong. It would have been the largest crowd ever. And that right there got to keep him up at night. You know what I'm saying? He all about competition and whatnot. I said to myself, if we could have went out there, baby, them people would have been out there strong and been loving on Biden and loving on Kamala and cheering every time they said a good word. Ooh, that would eat him up like acid on his skin. And then he gonna slink out there today and go and try to have a little conversation with the press. Ooh, child, when I saw it, they looked like they weren't paying attention. They was just like, did somebody say something? Huh? What we got? Who? He has officially become a far in the wind. Okay, good riddance. And I'm so glad they cut him off of Twitter, baby, because that's all he would have been doing today is tweet. I'm so glad they cut that joker off at the knees with that Twitter suspension. It's the only way we've been able to get any peace around here. It's the only way we were going to be able to have a decent inauguration without him showing his butt. And he got nerve to leave Joe Biden a letter. What you going to leave me a letter for? You couldn't come and tell me bye. You couldn't come and do things in decency and order, but you going to send me a letter? You going to write me a letter? First of all, who wrote that letter for you? Everybody know you write with a fat number 4 pencil. A double fat number 4 pencil. Okay. so you can hold on to it and you scratch it in there. You still write what them composition books with the two lines and the dot in the center, so you'll know how to make your. They don't write cursive no more, but that's how you learn cursive in the dot. You know what I'm saying? It's two solid lines and dot in the middle. I forget what they call them books. I think they might have been calling writing composition books, but anyway. That's what you give your child so they'll know when to make that drop in the R. You bring that curve of that R right down on top of them dotted lines, and then bring your hook out, and then rope it into your A, and then N, and that N, the hump of that N is supposed to go under the dotted line. See, y'all don't know nothing about all that. You're too young, huh? You're too young. You're too wet behind the ears. Anyway. You ain't wrote no letter. You ain't wrote nary letter. You don't write. You don't even read. You don't went around there and scratched something out in a giant number 4 pencil, and you broke the lead on that. What would make him think anybody would want to hear any parting words? Anything you got to say to me, you could come to this inauguration and hold your head up high and act like you got some sense. Meanwhile, Mike Pence sitting around there, he trying to say what's left of his wife's good name. Now his name is Mud, as far as I'm concerned. Shout out to Bugs Bunny, but he trying to make sure his wife be able to go to the grocery store without getting tomatoes thrown at her head. That's the only reason he showed up down there at the inauguration, And he's sitting around there looking like he had never been in such a warm and kind and inviting environment. And it was almost like he was nervous. It was almost like the kindness burned his skin a little bit, And then wasn't nobody really talking to him. They was acknowledging him and being cordial, right? They was keeping it all PC and everything. But he felt like an idiot. And the only reason he came is because like I said, he trying to save his wife's good name. That's it. But the man sent them people around there to mollywop you into the afterlife. And Trump sent them people around there to mollywop you into the afterlife. And you still defended him and wouldn't even evoke the 25th Amendment. Okay. The people said hang him. This is what the people was chanting. Where's Mike Pence? Where's Mike Pence? Are you sitting around there like him and Mitch McConnell? I tweeted earlier today. I said Mitch McConnell around there trying to crack jokes and be all funny and everything. Like he not pure evil incarnate. I already said Mitch McConnell been dead for 700 years. He just won't die. He just won't lay down. I done said that a million times before, but he's trying to stand around there like he's approachable and fun loving, you know what I'm saying, and kind hearted, easygoing. Okay, no, you doing what you got to do until you can get that knife down in Joe Biden's back. You think we don't see you? You think we don't see you, Mitch McConnell? Of course we see you. And what is wrong with your wife? She was going down them steps. I said, somebody get her arm and help her. She, I said, Lord, how much? She rigor mortis. Listen, I don't know what's going on. But if you living, you best to stay living. And if the Lord call you home, you best to lay on down. Don't be walking around here trying to look like you living and you long since been dead. That's all I got to say on that. But I enjoyed the inauguration, and then I always love when they show the cars, all of them in the cars with the lights and everything, and they be driving in unison. They was going down to the memorial place so they can put a wreath. They like to put wreaths and stuff down there. This is ceremony. This is pomp and circumstance, right? So you gotta put a memorial down. Oh, what is the name of this? This memorial garden where they got all the military people and the presidents that's passed and everything. They got them buried down there. Anyway, they was on their way down there, child. I love to see that car parade, go down there. It's not called a parade, it's called a processional. No, processional is for something else. It's called a car. Anyway, all of them, they get their own cars and everything. The Madam Vice President and the President, y'all get their own cars and everything, and they drive down there, and everybody go with them in these official vehicles. It's very official looking. It's very official looking. It does my heart good. Now, one thing I want to say about Joe Biden, and then I'm going to leave. As a people, we ought to have hope. We ought to have hope. You know what I mean? Even though we've been in sort of a hopeless place here in the last 4 years, okay, because we had somebody who didn't care whether we lived or died, whether we were able to feed our families or put clothes on our backs, and whether we had a good health care, we can go see about ourselves and things like that, down to the doctor's office. Even though we have not had that, Joe Biden has consistently shown us hope. Now, he came in on hope, right? The audacity of hope. Come on now. The audacity of hope. All right. Okay. And he's keeping it going along that vein. You know what I mean? Just staying positive and hopeful, and not forgetting the 400,000 people that have lost their lives, the 400,000 loved ones that have lost their lives, and celebrities. I mean, people are dropping like flies by the tens of thousands, you guys. Don't y'all remember, it was just a few short months ago, we was counting down to 100,000. We have 400,000 now. Well, Joe Biden can't mention it enough. Okay. He keep bringing it up, bringing it back to our remembrance. Okay. Making sure we stay on task and we stay on course. This is what we needed all along. And then you wouldn't have so many people that's looking sideways at this vaccine. They've got a tough road to hoe when it comes to trust in this vaccine. But I'm telling you, now that Joe Biden is in place, he and Kamala Harris, Madam Vice President Kamala Harris, okay, I think we're going to see things change. I think we're going to see people kind of soften up to the idea of getting vaccinated. For me, myself, I'm going to get vaccinated, and I've made that decision for my family and for my own happiness. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just squirrel away. I'm going to wear my mask until they say there are no traces of COVID left in the United States, but I'm going to get vaccinated. And I figure by the time the vaccination rolls around to me, which is healthy, individual, whatever the criteria is, what I'm saying? I'm not like I started to say the first offenders, the people that's on the front line, and I'm not elderly. So by the time it roll around to just regular people, you know what I'm saying? Middle class people, they're going to be like April, May, June, somewhere therein. I feel like by that time they will have vaccinated enough people and enough kinks will be out of it. I do. And if there's nothing really, really, really horrendous going on out there in terms of the vaccine, I'm going to get it. Because I don't want to bring nothing home to my mama and my daddy. And I'm ready to travel. I'm ready to go back to traveling. Like, traveling is my happy place. I want to travel. I want to go back to brunch. And I don't even mean to be shallow about it, but what I said first is what's closest to my heart. I'm ready to be around my parents and feel safe about that. And if that's what I got to do, that's what I'm going to do. And you going to feel the same way too when your job tell you can't come back without it. And you going to go right on down there and get that vaccine. I'm telling you. I'm going to trust the Lord. And unless he say differently, Miss Honey going to get that vaccine because I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay, well, that's all I wanted to talk about was the inauguration, child. But then when I tell you Michelle and Barack, ooh, and it just seemed like the cameras just loved them, y'all. Did y'all see every time you turn around, the cameras was on them, and people was gathered all around them. They the popular kids. Everybody wants to be with the Obamas, right? Like, But Michelle, you tried it, girl. You tried it when you came in there with that old lot of body roller set, and you thought that I was not gonna come out here, okay, with old nasty, wet and wavy, Warren curl myself. You must be crazy. I bet you won't try to outdo me. Y'all tell me what you think. Did y'all watch the inauguration? Didn't it give you hope, you guys? It was so positive. Oh, and all the little normal stuff they were doing after that. It was just like, it was so normal. It was so regular. I feel like there was a squatter in the White House, and we finally been able to get this squatter evicted. Now we can come in, and you need to go ahead and have somebody walk through there and anoint that White House. Come on now. Come on now, and anoint them doors. Put you some anointing oil on them doors and stuff, child, and run them spirits on up out of there. But that's all I got to say about that, you guys. Tell me what y'all think. Put it down below. And until next time, honeybees. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I holla. Oh, pudgy.